Are we rolling here?
We're rolling.
Oh, okay. Well, Dr. Dave is here. Dr. Dave and I would like to show you the Pontiac with the floorboards out. So here's the new floor. Obviously one big piece. What we've done is we've gone around, if you've noticed, if you can see it up close, this floor comes with, what do you call that, Dave? Like a black gel coat or something? Or black paint?
Like that, some form of a primer sealer.
Yeah. So we've cleaned off the paint here because this is going to fit up in the car and you can't weld if it's painted, right? It's going to give you grease, so you make sure you go around the edges and clean it all with a grinder wheel. And you can take a look at the car with no floors. No floors! Dave likes it this way.
Flintstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't hit my head now when I go under.
That's right. So this is what's going on here. So you can see we've put, all the holes are drilled because this is where the floor is going to spot weld on. Once the floor comes up from the bottom and pushes up in, it spot welds against here. Now this is our weld through primer again. Then what we did was we already sprayed in here with our texture spray because you're not going to be able to get in there afterwards because as you see the floors have got the back of the rockers are attached to them also. So it's all been sprayed, so at least you know everything is covered in there. So we got it all drilled out. We got it drilled out here where you can see this is that lip I was showing you earlier on the floor pan where it's bare metal. That's because when the floor comes up, it's going to go up against here. And of course we'll put some weld through primer on that piece too. And that way there will just come from the front side here and spot weld and in it'll go. And that's about it. So now the big chore is lifting the floor up in the Pontiac. So Dean's car has come quite a ways. It's going to have a floor now, thank God. And then we'll go on to the rest of the rust. Dave is working on the chunk lid over there. He's doing something over there. What are you doing over there, Dave?
Texting.
Are you texting?
I'm texting.
You really are a smart ass. Dave is a smart ass. He can't let this video go about people texting on their phone at work. But you're doing a good job there. He's taking all the old insulation out. He's doing an awesome job. It's the first time I've seen him work today.
Yeah, well, it's about time. I mean, there's only another 50 minutes left.
Yeah, Dave comes in at 7:30, gets started around 3:30. Isn't that right, Dave?
Well, actually, ahead of time now. It's not quite 3:30.
Oh, you're ahead of time. Okay, he's probably going to ask to go home early then. You know. But anyway, okay, guys. So we'll get right back to you here when we get the floor lifted up in place, and we'll let you see what the floor looks like standing in place there. Okay, we'll see you in a moment or two. Bye-bye. Okay, we're back, guys, and it's probably, I would think, a good hour later, maybe an hour and a half, and I've got the floor sitting in the car. So let's take a look. Now they're not welded in or nothing. We just got them. I've got like every pair of vice grips I own. I just learned today you can never have enough vice grips, so go out there and buy yourself some more because that's what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, here we go. If you take a look, if you can see through this maze of all this stuff, you can see how nice we got the floor fitting. This is where the floor butts up. Like I was explaining to you guys, the floor goes there. I don't know if you can see, I've got a set of vice grips right here. The floor lip comes up, there's a lip right here. It's all lining up perfectly. And if you guys remember how rotten this car was, and I've been putting rockers and everything on without any of this. So I mean, it shows you we're doing a pretty fine job here at Old Time Garage. I don't like to brag, but I'm patting myself on the back today. So if we come around the front, I'll show you guys what I was talking about. See, now here you can see we've drilled the holes on this piece of metal. This is the original firewall. This is your toe boards. This is your firewall. We drilled the holes. This is your floor pan, how it bends down and comes down. They always make it a little wider. So now I've got it all vice gripped on. You can see this is where I'll go around and I'll spot weld everything back in. And it's all lining up really good. So we're really happy with that. Again, our lines are lining up nice along in here. Our lines are all good. You can even see, I'll get around the other side here. You can even see that our post, this is part, obviously this is part of the new floor. It's lining right back up to where it goes back onto here. And this is the original post we never took out of the car. It's pretty much dead in line, ready to be welded back up. Might need a little bit, might be a little bit of massaging to go here. You know, keep in mind everything's just sort of vice gripped in. There's still a little bit to play with. But other than that, we got floors. So that's it. So I don't know what to tell you guys. You can see all across the front lip how nice it's fitting. It's pretty hard to get in here and film it. but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Now some of you guys out there in the shops might be saying, oh, what are you doing fucking around doing it like that on a lift? Why don't you have a rotisserie? I have a rotisserie here. Like I said, I do have a rotisserie. That would be the way to go if you have one. The only reason I did it this way was because the back pan on the car here, I still need to replace it. That part is on order. I'm waiting for it. So I can't hook the rotisserie up to the back of the car. So the car was up in the air, pushed the floors up from underneath. I used a tranny jack wherever it went. I don't know where it went, but you guys know what I mean by a tranny jack. I used a tranny jack in the middle, and away we went. We got her up in there, we lifted it in, and everything's good, and we must have around 20 pair of vice grips on it now. So that's where we're going to leave it, and we'll deal with it later. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Remember, it's always a good time at old time, and we'll see you later.